Now, the United Nations Children's Fund is warning that 4.5 million children in South Sudan, that's 2 out of 3 children, are in desperate need of humanitarian support. South Sudan is celebrating the 10th anniversary of the country's independence this month, but UNICEF says hopes that independence would bring a new dawn for the country's children have faded. CGTN's Patrick Oyet reports from Pibor in South Sudan.
Amotoli Ikorok is a 20-year-old mother of 2. Her husband is jobless, so the family depends on food aid. They only eat 1 meal a day. Amotoli's 2-year-old child is now malnourished and has other medical conditions. The child is now admitted to this health center run by aid agencies with support from UNICEF.
I was so worried. I thought my child would not recover, but when I brought him here, he was given treatment and now he's fine. I'm grateful to the people providing treatment here.
UNICEF says 8.3 million people in South Sudan need humanitarian support. That number is higher than the levels seen during the 2013 to 2018 civil war, when it was 7.5 million people. Relative peace is returning after the country's 2018 peace deal, but here in Pibor, home to 215,000 people, intercommunal conflict is rampant, displacing residents and pushing them to depend on humanitarian aid.
Relentless rain in the past 2 years caused flooding in this area, washing away crops and lots of livestock, causing lack of food and creating hygiene problems. As a result, many children are now malnourished. This health center with just 10 beds is the only facility for treating children who are malnourished and have medical complications in this area.
The child mortality rate in South Sudan is among the highest in the world, with 1 in 10 children not expected to reach their 5th birthday, and the situation is not getting better.
Initially, the beginning before rains were there, the flow was okay, but now with the issue of rains, patients become more, because ideally sometimes in a week 3 patients, 4 patients, but the last 2 weeks every day there should be 2 patients coming.
UNICEF says more than 300,000 children, the highest number ever in the country, are expected to suffer from the worst form of malnutrition and are at risk of dying if treatment is not provided.
UNICEF is appealing to the donor community not to cut its humanitarian budget for South Sudan and its children, because if you look at it comparatively, more than ever before, the children of this youngest country of the world really needs donors to support them so that they can enjoy their rights.
For women like Amotoli Ikorok, the struggle continues to get enough food for their families. For now, Amotoli's only guarantee of getting by depends on humanitarian aid. Patrick Oyet, CGTN, Pibor, South Sudan.